Integration was the worst thing that could happen to black people.
You heard me. You know I say that all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, it is.
Integration was. Do you believe that, King?
Yeah, it is.
Why? Why do you think that?
Oh, bro, listen. In slavery, you knew what you were fighting against.
Yes.
Black folks think
In
they're
Jim
free.
Crow, you knew what you're fighting about.
People think they're free. I tell this to college students all the time and they fuck their head up. I say, what are you working for? Are you working to go and build your community? Or are you working to go give your power back to white folks? Watch this with rappers. What is a buzz? A buzz in the hood or in the music industry, what does it translate into?
Attention and hopefully currency.
Power.
Power, okay.
Right? What's the first thing a person who's black with a buzz, what's the first thing they go do? Besides Tech 9.
Sign on the dotted line.
They go give their power to a white man because they don't think that they can wield the true power.
Because the white man's ice is colder.
That's what they believe.
Yeah.
So in me saying that, bro, like when we were segregated, and I'm not saying that you can't deal and mingle with people,
No,
but don't you have?
You could integrate socially. You could. I mean,
But don't you have little Italy?
Right.
Don't you have little China?
You have Chinatown.
Don't you have little Russia?
Little Korea.
Why don't you have little Africa?
You got little. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, but this country would flip over if we had the audacity to have
listen,
they would
But we
fucking.
tried
no, but
that
I
many
disagree.
times. Black Wall Street.
And they blow our shit up. But listen, let me tell you.
But if you tried to have a little Africa, you know how fucking
But
crazy.
let me tell you what.
Doesn't it even sound crazy in 2016?
Well, most black folks don't like Africa in the first place. They've been socialized to believe that that's evil in the first place. So most black people wouldn't want to do it. So let's be clear about
Yes,
that.
of course.
But bro, let me tell you, I had an epiphany. And my epiphany is this. If I had you, I wouldn't need them. See, people think I'm a freak out because of the Black Fist video and what white media gonna do. I don't want white media anyway. I don't want CNN. I want all hip hop. Like people trip on me because I go to World Star. I go to World Star because that's where our children who need it. They need me. That's where I should be.
That's where our eyeballs are at.
That's who I go to.
Now, didn't you do the same thing with your lecture series, man? Like
Yeah.
you used to go to these predominantly white and Ivy
Well, they
League
were
institutes.
paying me.
They were paying you.
Dude, I went to Stanford. This is so funny. I went to Stanford and I really did this. I pulled my notes out and said, y'all white folks gonna pay me this much money to talk about y'all? And what I realized is with real intellectual white folks, if you have historical data to back up your emotions, they'll listen.
Because it's stimulating their mind out of knowledge or education.
Well,
or-
because because we're so big and they've done so much shit to us, they
It's
look
not
at
a
us as
threat.
angry.
Right.
But if you're able to see, because you got to think, white people are not a spiritual people.
Are they not a spiritual people?
No, they're analytical.
Can you make that as a okay?
Listen, there's something that you should look up. It's called tacit knowledge, and it's called explicit knowledge.
TACIT.
Black-
Tacit knowledge.
Yeah, black
and
pe-
explicit knowledge.
You know the difference, right?
No, but go ahead.
All right, tacit.
Yeah.
Tacit.
I'm not that smart.
Right. Well, yes, you are.
I'm not that smart.
You just said don't disrespect the God nature. I learned that from you, brother. Well, we throwing it back and forth over here.
Yeah, I love this, man.
But black people are spirit. We learn history mouth to mouth. We learn it from history. We learn through practice. Michael Jordan is physics through learning and practicing and doing. White people, they learn from books. Like, if you notice, they always want to come in the studio with black artists. Like, they give you programs like Fruity Loops so they can learn your style. They give you, and in no way am I tripping on the voice box what people use, because T-Pain is my people.
Right.
He started really that style on that level, and that should just be him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they give you like the voice box so you won't have to, so they won't have to sing. So after it becomes explicit knowledge, then they don't need your black ass no more. See, black people are spiritual. You can't, I can't tell you how I do what I do because it's soul music.
And we will continue to do it.
Well,
we will continue to do
it. I don't say that I agree with that, bro, because we
will continue to create.
I don't know, because we
I'm not just talking about hip hop. I'm talking about in general.
No, because we want to be white folks now. So people want to be explicit in their knowledge.
So people believe they can be white folks now.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
They do. Look at their hair. Look at their hair. Look at the fact that we even call ourselves niggas. You can call yourself anything. We call ourselves niggas because that's what white folks do. We want to be white. Like, out of all the words that we can use for a term of endearment, there's an infinite amount of English words, and English is the operative word. You don't even know your own language. Why would you call yourself a nigga?
I was just talking to somebody the other day because she was asking me, why do you use that word so much? And I just told her, I said, not because I'm claiming, I just feel that it's the most poisonous, most powerful word in the
Do you believe
English.
that we're forming a kinsmanship right now? We're forming a friendship.
Of course.
So
This
as a
is
friend,
the
I want to tell you
Yes, sir.
something.
I mean, we're floating right now. We're
So
floating
I'm gonna
on
tell
them.
you something. Gods create, niggas deal with it. A God doesn't have to accept, because in order for you to flip something, you have to accept. Damn, I'm a nigga. But I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna make it something. I'm gonna disrespect the word. No, just create something else. You're a God.
Okay, but let me ask you this, because we talk about vibrations, right? And everything vibrates, like sound vibrates, water vibrates, right? Don't you think the word nigga vibrates at a rate? It's not even flipping. It's the vibration of that shit.
But you can't.
Nigga.
But you can't change.
You can't change it.
Because you got to remember what the root word from what we know. Like, because let me tell you something I hate.
So you don't
too.
believe in the
I hate the
niggas?
niggas. That's so conscious. That's conscious nigga shit. I respect my homie. I remember Baron Davis. Baron Davis is one of my best homeboys in the world. He said, Dave Ben, I understand all that conscious shit. I'm a nigga for life.
Right.
I respect him. He just like, Dave Ben, I know it's bad. That's just what I'm going to do. Fucking nigga. I respect that. The niggas. You didn't know nothing about that motherfucking word. You went and found a cool-ass word from a language. You don't know no other word in that language. So you want to find a cool way because you want to say nigga so bad. I'd rather you just say I'm a motherfucking nigga for life and leave it like that. That's some bullshit. I said it. And I usually don't judge what other people do. That's some so backwards conscious.
What's up, my king? What's up, my nigga?
You a nigga.
Niggas.
You a nigga. Fuck that. Man, I hate that shit.
I still like that.
I don't judge nobody. You do what you do. But, bro, I just rather you go and say nigga. Unless you know some other words, teach me some other words, and you know another. You went and found a word that sort of sound like nigga, and you try to find a reason to call yourself a king. Just say king, nigga. Come on, dude.
Just say king, nigga.
Just say king,
How about king nigga?
No. And it's funny, man, my homeboys even know. That's why I know that what I'm doing is working.
Right.
Like, my uncle says nigga more than anybody else. And, like, every time he see me, he say, I'm sorry. He be like, nigga, shit. Sorry, black man.
Your vibrations, right?
My thing is, like, dude, we are gods.
Yes, we are gods.
We don't have to accept. We don't have to flip. We don't have to go find.
When did I just talk about y'all?
Yo,
so they won't think that
all hip. Yo, we got all hip hop in the bill. What's up, Chuck?
Peace.
What brings you to the Combat Jack show, man?
Nah, yo, I heard my man David Banner was gonna be here.
Oh, word?
You know, I salute you all
I haven't
day.
had you on the show yet.
I know.
Wait, King, have we
I
not?
was just telling Shawty, I was like, yo, we haven't had a Chuck.
Vibrations, bro. It's the time now. But it's time now.
Yo, what's up, Chuck?
Yo, I'm down, man.
No,
You know
but
what
I'm saying like I don't even want to switch the
No, please
but
do.
like yo, man, like tell them who you.
You fucking history.
Listen,
Fuck all that humble shit, dog. We've been drinking.
Okay.
Give him a drink, dog.
Nah.
All hip hop, right?
Yeah, I told you. I was just talking about that. I was telling him, bro, that, bro, we use black people as a jumping ground, and then we blow up and we turn our back because we think white is right.
Right.
Like when this shit popped off with the video,
Yes.
I went to all hip hop first.
right.
And like I had to tell, like, you know, we just premiered it today. So, you know what I'm saying, we had to let people know.
I know.
And told him, like, my publicist is tripping out because white folks want to talk to me.
Right.
But I'm going to the black folks first.
Yes.
I'm going to Ebony. I'm going to Jet
You're on
first.
the Combat Jack show.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
And then everybody's wondering, like, why are you turning down these big interviews? Because this is about my people, bro. I am not fucking joking. I am not joking at all, bro. So it's honor and salute. And the reason why I'm saying is because we don't study history.
Right.
People don't know a lot of these platforms that they say is hip hop. These are not black people running these forums. And I don't mind other people eating off of our culture.
Right.
But most of these websites, as far as I know, only 2 of them are really, really, really owned by black. The third one is half black. And we don't have to get into names. But most of these most powerful internet fucking platforms, and if you notice, and I know this is something that you fighting with, and you ain't even got to tell me this, but bro, most of and I talked about this on my mixtape. Go download the mixtape right now. It's called Before the Box. And I had a song.
Classic,
it's crazy. It's
by the
crazy.
way.
Right. All hip hop says one of the dopest
Classic.
mixtapes ever.
Yep.
But listen, do you know this song that I did with Farrakhan on it and Jasiri X? Other outlets was taking that song off my mixtape, bro. Like it disappeared. Like, I'm like, what the fuck?
It just vanished.
But what I was gonna say was this, bro. Like, think about most of the hip hop sites. They're used to bash the hip hop artists. It's not to build the culture. I'm not saying right. I'm not saying if you fuck up that people shouldn't check you. Right. But also, this was something that I told them, dude. When I went to Ferguson, CNN lied, dude. Fox Network did what they normally do, but I was the most, like, the Crips and Bloods, bro, were literally arm in arm keeping people from going in.
Which to me is not a surprise.
But they didn't tell that side of the story, though.
Like since back in the L.A. riots, like,
yeah, like they were together, dog.
When you draw the guns on all of us,
right?
Them colors don't mean shit.
They come together.
What's the surprise,
dog? They were out there tear gassing black babies.
Yes.
But what was crazy, I didn't see none of the so-called hip-hop sites there. Like, where is our news?
I feel you, man.
Like, we got to start turning our shit literally, right?
Yo, we were there. I mean, I wasn't there physically, but I had my man Tef Poe.
Yeah.
Tef Poe, what up, Tef?
Yeah.
I mean, we had people on the ground reporting to us, like, what's going on. For real.
We need that, dog.
Yeah.
We need our side of the story told.
Absolutely.
I had an idea, man. I had an idea to create, I wanted to create a nighttime show where, like, literally, whatever happened, Chris Brown know that he can come tell his side of the story, whether right or wrong.
Right.
Mike Vick can come here and know that we don't judge him. If you wrong, we're going to tell you fucked up.
Right.
But you can come and tell. There is nowhere
Same
for us
thing on this platform.
That's what I'm saying.
Like motherfuckers, like, why did you have them on your platform?
Right.
Because it's where else they gonna
And
go.
you don't know the fucking truth.
Right.
Like, I know some stuff, but it's not my responsibility. If they don't want to tell the truth, I can't say what I know.
Exactly.
But I know some shit that would shut all these motherfuckers up. And one thing that I will say, and it's not my place to say it, but I'm gonna say it today because I've been drinking. That's right.
You want to drink, Chuck?
Nah, Chuck, chill. Come on, Chuck.
Chuck, there you go, man.
Get into the spirit.
Yo, King, fix it, man.
Hey, Chuck, about to drink this fucking liquor. Don't be you on the Combat Jack show.
Yeah.
I got here nice.
One thing that I'll tell you
Yes, sir.
about Chris Brown that I respect, and he was young, bro. He never said anything derogatory about that girl. No matter how much they bashed him,
Right.
there was another side to that story.
Of course.
You know?
Absolutely.
And
And he wasn't
held her
justified,
down.
but that's all I'm gonna say.
But what
That's all I'm gonna say.
But what I will say is nobody knows what really happened,
Right.
but them.
Right.
So anyway, but the point being, Chuck, I will just talk about, bro, like,
Yo, Chuck, what's going on with all hip hop, man? What are you working on right now, man?
I mean, we working, man. Me and my man Greg, we working.
What's up, Grouchy?
We back to, being 100% independent. You know what I'm saying? We've been working with other people.
Right.
Not to mention any names, but third parties. So we 100% independent. So we working with ourselves again.
Okay, congratulations on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
How's it feel, man?
It feels great because when you work with other people, you don't have the freedom you want.
Well, when you work with other people's money too.
Exactly.
Right.
And other people's money don't necessarily come to you.
Right.
how is that bread, though?
The bread wasn't right.
Oh, okay.
When you talk, I mean, it was good, but it ain't.
It wasn't right to be going through.
Right.
But what was the up end of it? Because the reason why I'm asking you that as a friend, people always talk. I tell people all the time. One of the facades that black people believe in is that white supremacy doesn't pay.
Right.
There is a good side. Like all that shit I went back in the Like a Pimp days, I enjoyed that bullshit. It wasn't right,
But you enjoyed
but
it.
I loved having a model every other night. That shit was pretty fly. Whipping a Bentley was pretty fly.
I never had a model every other night.
And I never had a Bentley.
Right.
I'm gonna be quiet.
But anyway, so
no.
But how was that? How was that aspect of it? Like there is another side of it.
We never played the white supremacy game, so I can't tell you how good that money is because we never played that game. And I'm not saying there's no side to that, but we played the real game. You know what I'm saying? So we down with the real. You know what I'm saying? So,
but I mean, giving what we were just talking about. The only reason why I'm asking that, when people say white supremacy, a lot of times people see a facade of like a KKK member. It's not really like that.
Right.
Like I give you an example. Fucking playing college football is white fucking supremacy.
Right.
Because you are playing for free. You're not going to get an education.
And
they are getting billions or millions of billions of dollars right now, but they want you to wait to get your money somewhere else. That's white supremacy. So when I say white supremacy, I don't necessarily mean a Ku Klux Klan member coming out of the sky and girls shaking their ass. I don't mean that. But when we give up our power so that we can push forward into the future without doing the work, because most black people, that's why they sign a deal, is because they don't want to do the work. Not saying that y'all didn't do the work. I'm not saying
look,
that.
I'll put it to you like this. We signed a deal, and we thought that it would produce more revenue than we could do on our own.
Right.
That didn't happen.
Because you realize it was a dupe.
Exactly.
Right.
And it took a minute, and now we back on our game. You know what I'm saying? And, if that's called white supremacy, then that is what it is. It's business. It's whatever you want to call it.
Right. Yo.
I'm not mad. I'm not anything. I just know I can do better on my own.
Yeah, we got to.
You've already proven it, bro.
Chuck, I've been saying this for like the past 6 years. We got to collaborate on something, man.
Yo, I salute you, brother, and I mean that. We do, and we've been talking about.
And he like what I'm telling you is, there's some things that we got to talk about offline.
Of course.
But like, me and Chuck have been looking at each other, eyeing each for 10, 12 years. Like, we know, me and Greg, we used to be, me and Greg used to be the ones that me and Greg used to kick it. Like, we ain't going to talk about that shit, but.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Greg doing it like a pimp, David Banner.
Was cocaine involved?
No, bro. No. Man, you just hit the gun.
Did I miss the party?
Oh, man. See, there you go.
Combat nose jacket.
You just said off the record.
They know. My listeners know.
But what I was saying was, what I was saying was that it's like, once we decided to man up and like, bro, it's time.
Yeah.
Like, I went to him as a man, like, bro, I need you. We need to sit down and talk as men.
With regard to this Black Fist video.
Yeah.
Well, just us as businessmen.
Yes.
Because you are business. He is a business, and that's what white folks do all the time.
Business and
like, bro, let me tell you something I learned from my rich white friends, and they're international white folks. Bro, if you are in our circle and you go to London and they have a house in London, they're not charging you. They're about vibrations. If I help you, then whatever that greater spirit is, it's going to come back to me.
Currency.
Or they may tell you, like, okay, well, if you were going to rent a car, donate to this, like, but they don't want them. Black folks is always, what's my percentage? What we gonna do? Dude, I'm getting money. If I can do something to help all hip hop, I'm gonna do that shit just because it's gonna help my spirit. I'm gonna vibrate better. If I can throw something your way, I'm just gonna fucking do it, because that's my mentor taught me that. He's
hey man, throw something my way.
Okay. Let me tell you what to be honest with you, bro, I just did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just
but
did.
you remember when we talked a minute ago?
Years ago, before I started this show.
And I was like, yo, all hip hop was in all, we gonna do our own thing.
Right.
But remember, I was like, yo, I wanted to do it.
Yes.
But I was like, I can't bring you into the situation
course.
at that time.
Of course. And
you know what I'm saying?
No,
I was like, I would be less than a man if I brought you in.
And I appreciate
at that
grown
time.
man
I appreciate that, man.
For real.
I appreciate that. Listen, tell the audience what you're working on right now, man, and the new direction, if there is a new direction of all hip hop.
The new direction is staying committed, putting our flag in the ground, not even in the ground, in the concrete, working with people like David Banner, working with people like you, and staying true to the hip hop, man, because I'm not giving hip hop away. I'm not giving up.
Word.
I've been in this game a minute. It's my life's work. And I believe in it as an art form. It's not going to be jazz. It's not going to be rock and roll.
It's not going to be R&B.
And we're going to tell our own story.
And man, they owe
and that's
you.
That's why I salute you.
Thank you.
Because we're going to tell our own stories.
Right.
We're going to
bro, they
chronicle our
owe
own
you,
history.
man. Like, we got to fuck all this humble shit, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of these platforms, bro, they eating because of all hip-hop,
Yeah.
bro.
Of course.
They got their platform idea from you. And one thing is, because we're so much of a spiritual persons or people like BG, man, them folks made so much money off the word bling and Lil Wayne and blinging, and we didn't copyright it. You know what I'm saying? We dabbing all day, but somebody over there copyrighting dabbing and putting it on a t-shirt. Yeah. Or dab.com.
I seen that the other day. The girl who made On Fleek, you know that term, On Fleek, she's just a little teenage girl, did it on, whatever,
on Instagram,
Vine,
yeah.
Vine. She didn't get $1 off.
Or when ESPN took
Come On Son?
Come On Son. Like,
Yeah.
are you fucking
They snatched that
serious?
shit from Ed?
Yeah.
They
But that
changed
was a
it.
big deal 2 years, and then
Yeah.
they changed it on to Come
They
On
flipped it a
Man.
little bit.
They,
Yeah.
they,
They
snatched,
flipped
they
it.
snatched that shit from Ed.
Big
I
time.
wasn't even aware.
Yeah, he took it.
They took it.
yo,
It was like, what the fuck you gonna do about it?
Yo,
For real.
listen.
Ed was
That shit
hot.
he should have been.
Yeah.
I was
did
hot.
He sue him?
Bro, you know,
didn't have no grounds,
when you're
really.
dealing with
Not-
them, when you dealing with those conglomerates, bro,
Yeah, and the
like
craft
they
of it.
friends. Like I'm studying law right now, bro. It's bro, that shit is law is more about a fraternal order, bro, and understanding the rights of the fraternal order, bro. You got to get Black's Law Book,
Well, you know I'm
first
a lawyer.
edition.
You know I'm a lawyer.
Yeah.
You know I'm a lawyer. So
I didn't know,
yeah,
but
I'm
yeah.
a lawyer. So listen, let's wrap this up.
Okay.
Yo, David, man, tell him what you're working on.
All right, I want to do this before I leave.
Tell him about
bro.
the album
I
and
wanna do this
everything.
before I
Man.
leave.
Yes.
Godbox, pre-order it now. Like, that shit is easy.
When is it out, man?
It comes out when it's time.
Listen,
It's supposed to be out. No, I'm being serious.
That's the story
with
right now.
No,
Because
I'm
motherfuckers
serious.
been asking you for a while.
Yeah, they
man.
really mad. But let me tell you why, bro. Like, if let me tell you,
waiting for
if
the
you
album,
really
man.
wanted the God-box, the numbers would reflect it.
Right.
If when I
What-
put
what
out
numbers?
let me tell you, when
The
I
singles?
whatever,
Okay.
the pre-orders, the sale, whatever, bro. Listen, bro, when I called you a nigga and a bitch,
Mm-hmm.
I got 500,000.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it ain't nowhere close to that.
Right.
So if it is what people say it is, it will reflect. It won't reflect everybody. I see the comments. All that shit is dope. I see, people hearing like the album, like people done heard it.
Yeah.
People been already saying that this the dopest mixtape, but I don't feel, you don't treat me the way that you treat everybody else. No different than the hip hop cypher. When I did that shit, if anybody else would have done that verse from any other city, people would have exploded. Me and K.R.I.T talk about this all the time. I sort of feel like San Antonio. When San Antonio win the fucking championship, people act like it's a roach in the room or some shit. Bro, man, listen, unlike these other people, folk, like, bro, when me and Ninth Wonder did Death of a Pop Star, I spent $100,000, like over $100,000. Motherfuckers spend money on this bullshit. I spend money in hip hop. I don't talk shit. Like, dog, so this is my fucking money. This ain't no label. I'm a businessman. I'm not about to throw a classic album out so a motherfucker say that shit is dope and I don't get my money back. Man, fuck all these motherfuckers talking that shit. They ain't putting no money up. Hell no. Oh, no, bro.
No, that shit is,
This shit gotta be right. And even if not, you feel the spirit. When a classic album is about to come out, I remember when fucking Illmatic was about to come out. And you felt that shit build. I don't feel it. Make me feel it.